Cheers, guys. So it's Sunday, June 29th, 2025 here in Rusty, Rhode Island. So I put the spark plugs in the 1936 M1. What I found out was I actually had the wrong spark plugs in this motor. It should be in the long shanks. I looked it up online. I went down, picked up the spark plugs. Funny thing, the guy, I guess he was new. So I had the name of the spark plug, the part number and everything. I found these online and they were $6 a piece versus $18 a piece. City Autolite Platinum plugs, which is just fine. But I also found out that these were the wrong plugs. These had the short shank and it should have been the long shank. And I bought this truck, it was running, never had the plugs out of it or anything. The only thing I actually changed on it was the fuel and air filter, and I went to a different style air filter, and so it's just trying to find itself. It's idle now. The battery was dead. It looks like gonna need another battery. Little lucky, because this battery was dead a couple of times and I charged it up and it keeps going dead. I had it disconnected and it still went dead. So we got it running. I got to put some stuff back together, put the computer and the relays back in place. Looks like it's got a bit of a mist to it. Not sure why it's cutting out like that. Might just need to warm up a little bit and find itself. Sometimes the computers take some time to reset themselves, especially when the battery was dead. I'd like to take it out for a ride, and I might do that. Let me just shut this off. Hold on one sec. So it's almost up to operating temperature. I just wanted to get it running, let it run until the idle resets itself. I'm not sure though if I don't think the spark plugs were causing the problem that I'm having, and that is when it's hot, it gives me a hard time starting. I'm starting to lean more that I might have to pull the intake manifold off. Watching the YouTube videos on S10s, it says that it can get, especially high mileage, which this is, can get clogged up underneath the intake with black gum. You've seen it before. It comes from the PVC. I might take the intake off and clean it out. I don't know. Not today, obviously. Got it running. I wanted to get it out of the garage, mostly, just so I can have my garage back to work here. I can't believe them spark plugs were the wrong ones though in there. These, and you can see how they all got blacked out. But they're wrong size for this engine. I also noticed that the gap, starting in 1996, went from 45 up to 60. And these came gapped, the right width, gapped at 60. This truck was doing just fine for, I'm going on 2 years ago I built this truck, and then last fall it started acting up, and then into the winter I would go to the store, I would come out and it would crank and crank and crank and crank, and then I would let it set a little bit and then crank it and it would start, and I was keep thinking cam sensor, but I don't know, I haven't bought one yet. I found one online on the Desco or something like that for like $48. I might order it. I don't know. I'm not into spending money on trucks right now. I'm kind of spending a lot of money on the house, so sticking to that. Got to be careful of Elvis. He'll give you a copyright strike. I had to delete that portion of it. But So I'll get this stuff out the back. It's amazing how this truck has become a bit of a collection point. As soon as I park it in here, I start putting stuff all over it. I ain't gonna have it. I'm gonna clear out the truck and drive this thing outside. But first, I gotta change the battery out. So for now, I'm just gonna grab the battery out of the 54, put it in here. The battery's underneath on this one. I gotta actually crawl underneath to change the battery. And I built it that way because there's not a lot of room under the hood to put the battery. So I put it under the driver's, it's under the floor, but under the driver's side. Breakfast coming up. I had eggs and corned beef hash. I can taste it again. See what's going on here, guys. It's Sunday fun day. No car shows today. Just gonna go out and take a cruise. Connie went to church, so it's just gonna be me and Lucky. Gonna take a ride around town. I don't know if I'm gonna drive this one or not. I think I might try it, but I might have to call my friend to come get me. I don't know. This truck has gave me more problems than any truck I've worked on in years. This one here, this S10. I usually go with the 305s, you know, and this is the first time I used a V6 ever. Thinking, hey, it's a V6, it's high output, you know, it's a direct fuel injection motor, and it screws. And if it wasn't for this starting problem that's been pestering me, and I'm not willing to just throw parts at it. That's the main thing. I could have just kept changing parts and probably had it fixed already, but I want to diagnose it, and I'll get to it. One of these days. Out from Rusty Rhode Island, guys. Show you Sunday.